Hello everyone, I'm SDA Storyteller, and this is another 10 Words or Less. Now, I understand once again I am copying Jellopocalypse and I am blatantly ripping off his idea. Once again, if you want to see more and better versions of these, check out Jellopocalypse's videos. But today we're doing every silly song in 10 words or less, and I've been listening to you guys and reading the comments. I know you guys want it to actually be in 10 words, so this time it will actually be in 10 words. Silly Songs with Larry, everyone's favorite part of the traditional VeggieTales episodes. Even atheists who feel like VeggieTales is a form of Christian propaganda look at the show and go,
"Okay, kids, we could risk Jesus for half an hour in order to, watch Silly Songs with Larry."
Daddy, who is God?
Oh, damn it!
Silly Songs with Larry was meant to be a rotating segment in the show. As VeggieTales was heavily based on shows like The Muppet Show and Monty Python's Flying Circus, it was basically now it's time for something completely different. And so, the second episode had no silly song. Only a strange commercial where it should have been.
The new Ronco for Give-A-Matic.
Much to fans' dismay. There were riots. People lost their faith in humanity. Buildings toppled into the sea. And Phil was alone weeping over his empire. So, when Are You My Neighbor was announced, the crowd yelled in a Rihanna-like tone, "Bish better have my Silly Songs with Larry." It wasn't a great cheer. And thus, one of the most iconic silly songs was written. Then, like other things fans demanded, the death of Robin, the resurrection of Sherlock, and the winners of American Idol, everything worked out well. No, but seriously, it became the highlight of the show, inspiring things like the Pirates Don't Do Anything movie and other parts of the Veggieverse. But y'all don't care about the history. Time to give you what y'all came for. Ahem. And now it is time for Silly Songs with Larry, in 10 words or less. Once again to remind you, we rate between 1 and 10. We're not doing the negatives this time. It's a little confusing. People don't know what to give it. So, without further ado, Silly Songs with Larry, in 10 words or less.
Let the silliness begin!
Why don't I have a water buffalo? Is this thing valid at Heaven's Gate? This song's overrated. Don't show this to Trump, or Larry might get deported. I didn't even know Larry had lips. Larry, wanted for tax evasion. Can I be lazy and just stop the list here? Did Larry accidentally show them a dirty picture? Ooh! Can Adele cover this one? Larry gets mauled by a bear in this one. Larry watches telenovelas. Honestly, I ship her and Larry pretty hard. Sing this every time I play the pizza mission in Spider-Man. The ultimate silly song letdown. I hope all my medical visits are this musical. Winner of the least environmental silly song. I demand a series of educational songs with Larry. Pretty sure Larry ate that poodle. Well, I hope Larry gets free pizza for life after that. Evidence for Larry's sexual harassment case. Building a gate to keep Spanish cucumbers out? Sound familiar? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the musical. A mess of a silly song. Edutainment at its finest. Don't you think a pastry that old would be rotten? I want to see Larry's medical license. Larry goes to court, but not for what you expect. That dog will forever haunt my dreams. Where have all the good songs gone? This looks like a bad 90s website. Wait, what age is Junior supposed to be? They've actually driven Archibald insane. Anyone notice Larry isn't doing these songs anymore? Reduce, reuse, recycle your silly song. Larry is Bruno Mars. Fun. I'm never gonna sing it though. The gourd who came for dinner. Oh, where are my dentures? Does anyone else here in our retarded kilt? Guess if you're a telekinetic vegetable, this isn't that tough. The eyes. The horrible eyes! Puppy puns! Puppy punishment! Oh snap! We're finally getting that hardcore veggie lore! Had a few missteps, but ended strong. Okay, now let's talk about the best and the worst silly songs. First, the best. Because the worst are probably more entertaining.
Today, Larry and Bob are on a photo safari, hot on the trail of a monkey. Or an ape. We don't know which, hence the song.
Golden Egg and Monkey. I know. Wow. This was the last silly song made, and it still made it on the list. Of all the songs in the Noah's Ark episode, this is the one that stood out the most, giving me hope for a time that the upcoming VeggieTales in the House series would be good. Needless to say, that wasn't true. It was silly, and oddly taught a lesson, albeit an obvious lesson, but a good one nonetheless. I even like it as a companion piece to the song it tied with, Monkey. Monkey is great because it has that Bob and Larry dynamic that started VeggieTales, but sadly got rarer, as narratively, it was more interesting to see characters grow without the teacher role that Bob traditionally holds. Here, Larry has just learned the difference between the simian species, and proceeds to apply it to every situation. Bob tries to correct Larry, but fails in a hilarious way.
Let me look! Is it an ape?
Larry, this is a disaster.
It's a monkey.
Crazy to think that neither of these silly songs was written by Mike and Phil. Monkey was written by Randall Goodgame and Andrew Peterson, and Golden Egg was written by Jimmy Hammer and Dave Kinnan, showing that silliness is not in short supply in this world. Listen to them together, and go on your own silly adventure. Number 2.
Got the munchies on that fateful night, around 8 o'clock. So I phoned in a pizza.
Pizza Angel. I tease this song a lot because it's cheesy. But when it came out, I couldn't stop singing it. It was a perfect piece to play right after the cheeseburger song. It was like love songs with Larry. The situation is relatable. Larry in a leather jacket. Wait, is that his Boys in the Sink clothing? Huh. Goes off and orders for a pizza. And he waits and he waits and he waits, hoping for what that pizza would taste like in his possession. Needless to say, when it shows up, it's not quite what he expects. Well, I love when a silly song takes on a new genre. It's like hearing an original Weird Al song. A loving parody of a style of music. Mike Naraki, you are a lyrical genius.
You don't need to tip me or anything.
Number 1. The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. If 2 movies and appearing in 3 episodes of VeggieTales doesn't tell you all you need to know, this is the best silly song.
Yeah! He winnie at the ping pong. We get the ho-ho and the ding-dong.
It is a VeggieTales icon. I get as excited to hear their theme as I am to see a Larry Boy episode or hear the Indiana Jones theme.
Oh, yes, we do!
Fire one!
The song came from Mike having to go to a meeting in Boston in the fall.
And we've never been to Boston in the fall.
Something I love about Mike's writing process, it's how small things in life inspire amazing levels of silliness. The song has so many quotable lines, and it's the first song that made me laugh out loud.
I think you look like Captain Crunch.
Huh? No, I don't.
Do.
Do not.
You're making me hungry.
So, when I saw that they were hosting the ultimate silly song countdown, I got excited. Then, they were in Jonah. Then, they were in Gideon. And finally, they got their own movie, which wasn't very good, but we'll talk about that in another episode. For characters who don't do anything, they sure do quite a bit. By the way, when I was a kid, during the voting for the ultimate silly song countdown, I voted for them. And, like in any good election, at the last moment, the Hairbrush song stole the win. I was devastated. Regardless, I get to make my own list, so now I get to put them on top. So, to all my motivated pirates who don't do anything, I hope I made you proud.
I'm appalled. I'm disgusted. You'll disgrace the proud title of pirate. No, wait. Maybe not.
Okay, everybody, let's do it. The worst. Number 3.
And now it's time for the latest dance craze with Jean-Claude and Philippe.
The Hopperina. This song is a mess. The P's are teaching the kids how to dance, and Archibald comes in to stop them, and gets sucked into the dance as well. Not too much of an original concept. As far as silly songs go, Archibald being a killjoy is pretty constant in this series, ever since the Water Buffalo song.
Stop being so silly!
What bothers me is just, personally, I feel the singability is missing. Everything is set up right, but it falls flat. The only thing I enjoyed, somewhat ironically, was Archibald bouncing around like a madman at the end. And when the part I loved best about your song is the mental breakdown of a beloved character, well...
You lose! Good day, sir!
Number 2.
And now it's time for helpful humanitarian songs with Mr.
Donuts
Lunt.
for Benny. Ah, this song is so bad! Mr. Lunt is a fun character to have sing. The cheeseburger song is one of my favorites, and Belly Button is fantastic, but when Mr. Lunt is bad, he is really bad. Screeching and moaning like a dying animal. Sometimes this can be funny, but here it's painful. But that's not all. The dog sings too.
I feel like a ship on an ocean of joy. I just want to holler out loud. Ship ahoy! Must be around again, baby. Around.
Now, oddly, the dog singing is kind of fun. But damn did it freak me out the first time I saw him dancing. Sometimes VeggieTales in the House gets something right, and I feel like what they did with the animals in the world of VeggieTales was great, because all the animals were also food related. And actually, it's not just in VeggieTales in the House, it's not an original idea. They had this in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And before that, there was a French show called Soup Opera, in which they had all sorts of crazy, creative food-styled animals. But I'm getting off topic. Bottom line, Mr. Lunt rapes your ears while a terrifying demon dog laughs at your misfortune. Bad song.
No, don't give him any more.
And the loser is...
Number 1.
And now it's time for an installment in the history of fashion with Archibald.
Astonishing Wigs. Oh boy. Okay, Astonishing Wigs. Everything I hate is in this song. I don't like the pigs because I hated the episode they were introduced in. Archibald singing a song can be good, but this is not a good song. They're barely singing. The voices they get to sing, like Jimmy Gord, Mr. Lunt, and Madame Blueberry, whatever, doesn't matter. The important thing is, once again, not a fun song. I don't want to sing it. And the jokes are so bad. Like the last joke. Listen to it.
So then, after a while, wigs went out of fashion, and everyone turned to bell-bottoms.
Yeah, no. No. I never want to hear this song again. I could die happy, never remembering that this song was there. It just doesn't stand out. Heck, I nearly forgot it was there. Anyway, that's my list.
So you think I'm silly?
Well, yes.
Hey everyone, thank you once again for checking out the channel and watching this video. I know I said the Speech One Penguins is going to be the next one, but I'm still working on that episode, and yeah. Anyway, we're working our way up to 100 subscribers. I have something very special for all you guys if we hit 100 subscribers. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's more awesome stuff on the way.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.